Fat loss is on my mind because of what I'm experiencing with my client, but also because of what I'm experiencing in my own life and the fact that I've gotten to a point where I want to lose some weight, not happy with where I am right now with my body fat. Not necessarily not happy, but would like to lose some fat. And fat loss is a simple process, right? One of the things that, yes, you need to be in a calorie deficit, start eating better. And then the other thing is movement. And how would I start? I thought about how would I start if I wanted to start losing fat? What are some initial things that I can do right away, start implementing to start losing fat? And part of this video is explaining that to you guys. It is 12:50, almost 1 o'clock, and on a, oh man, what day is it? I'm telling you, it is Wednesday. No, yes, it's Wednesday. When you have kids, everything blends into one. Every single day blends into one, but I'm home. Took some time, do nice things for the people in your family. Do nice things. This is a lesson for me to be kinder, to be gentler, to be a better human, and do nice things for the people in your life, the people that you love, the people that care for you, the people that support you, the people that matter to you the most. Do nice things. Be kind to them. My wife is sick. She still got up in the morning, early in the morning. She's a nurse practitioner, for those that don't know. And she got up in the morning like she usually does. But today is worse because she is sick. She got sick from, you guessed it, the kids. We've got 3 boys. And the oldest got sick. Then I think it was the middle one that got sick, Mikola. Then the older one got sick, Sava. And then the youngest one got sick. And then, of course, Yulia got sick. Fingers crossed, I will not get sick. But she's sick. She went into work this morning. She works in the city. We live in the suburbs in Chicago. And she woke up early in the morning. She's not feeling well. She's still going to work. She's hungry. She asked me. I was downstairs in my office working, but attempting to work because I go nuts sometimes, because I feel lost sometimes. Maybe that's an entrepreneur thing. Maybe that's being a business owner. I have a supplement company. I do in-home personal training. I'm also building a company with a friend of mine, also in-home personal training, kind of merging things together. But sometimes I feel absolutely lost. I absolutely feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I get stuck on not knowing what to take action on. And that was the case this afternoon. And instead of sitting there like I normally do and sitting and having a sad party about, oh, Mahmoud, you don't know what to do. I feel lost. I feel confused, which I tend to do that a lot. And I said, you know what, let me get up. I'm going to make, Yulia's hungry. She's coming home soon. I'm going to make her some food so that she has something to eat. So quickly, within like 30, 45 minutes maximum it took me, I made a few meals. I'll show you those meals. Got some turkey breast. That's not turkey breast, turkey burgers. I decided to take out and defrost the turkey breast. I made some mac and cheese. This is a higher protein mac and cheese, which is a better alternative for the kids. And let me show you the box in case you're interested. And for those that love mac and cheese, higher content of protein, looking at, let's see, per serving, 15 grams for 1 cup. That's just not bad, compared to a regular mac and cheese, which is a ton of garbage and very low in protein, which is a good, so this is a good option for the kids. So mac and cheese, some brown rice, and some shrimp. I'm going to be picking up my son from summer art camp. Yes, that is a thing. He likes art. So we put him for a month in art camp. We'll see if he wants to continue it or not after them. This is his last week in it. But I pick them up at 3:30. There's a Forest Preserve, like probably 5 minutes away from the place, and I'm gonna go either walk it or I'm going to run. I have not made up my mind, so we're gonna go and see. Once I get there, I'll make a decision whether I'm going to run or do a mini stroll / hike. So I've just decided to walk this Forest Preserve. I'm not going to be able to get through the whole thing. I don't know how many miles it is, but I've decided to walk instead of run. Partly because yesterday, Yulia and I, my wife, and I did legs, and I haven't done legs in a very long time, so I'm feeling very sore. And it's very hot right now. You know, I want to give my legs a little bit of a rest. So we're just going to walk, get some steps in, and show you what it looks like around here. Very beautiful Forest Preserve in the suburbs of Illinois. Very beautiful. I had a session today with a client in the morning, and she's in a fat loss phase, although she's plateaued. And so she's starting to resort to some old habits of eating sweets, which is what she loves, ice cream, cookies, things like that. And my suggestion is to put her on maintenance calories, although I have suggested that before and she did not listen to me. When you're in a fat loss phase, you will plateau. And when you notice yourself, like your cravings are increasing, your weight hasn't changed much in months, then it's time to, your body's adapted. That means that what you're doing currently is no longer working because your body has adapted. So what you need to do, rather than decrease calories even more, is to give yourself a break, do a diet break, and put yourself back on maintenance calories, and do that for about 7 to 10 days. Then you go back into a fat loss phase, decreasing calories again. That gives your body a break, tricks it into thinking that you're not starving yourself, and your body feels okay, good to go. Then you start back up with a fat loss phase, being in a calorie deficit, and that's the kind of the way to work around you hitting a plateau. If you're getting started with wanting to lose fat, then focus on low-hanging fruit. Don't overwhelm yourself with the minor things that ultimately don't matter. One of which, for example, is like, what type of foods do I need to eat? What supplements do I need to take? There are foundational supplements that you can take. And that's not to say that those things don't matter. But I think focusing on the simplest things that you can start doing is gonna pay dividends. And one of the things that are required, not required, but definitely would help with fat loss is this: walking. If you're not walking at all, you're not doing any movement, start walking. That's important, because you need to get the recommended 10 to 15,000 steps a day. So start doing that. The second thing is obviously nutrition. You need to be in a calorie deficit. 3 things that I'm focused on, because I'm just started my fat loss journey. You know, a little bit of a belly, I want to lose some weight. Have not been consistent in the gym as I used to be. So Yulia and I, my wife, are starting to lift weights more. We're doing 4 lifts a week, 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days. And in addition to that, we're making sure we're tracking our steps. We're walking, tracking our steps, making sure we're getting 10 to 15,000 steps a day, which with kids, especially in the summertime, is not a challenge. So getting 10 to 15,000 steps a day, and obviously the nutrition piece, making sure we're in a calorie deficit and eating better, eating more frequently, eating consistently. These are the main things. These are the things these are the low-hanging fruit. These are the fundamentals that I would start with. These are the fundamentals that I'm starting with. These are the fundamentals that I would recommend Anybody, any client that comes to me and wants to lose fat, that's what I'd have them start with. Make sure that you're lifting weights 3 to 4 times a week. Make sure that you're walking, hitting 10 to 15,000 steps every single day. And make sure that you're in a calorie deficit, hitting your protein target, and not overeating calories. Those are the low-hanging fruit. Those are the foundations to get you started. It doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with minor things that you got to do. Focus on the big things. Focus on the big picture. Focus on the major things that you could do. And, step by step, day by day. Don't create this massive plan for yourself to set yourself up for failure rather than success. Pick something that you can start implementing, something small, and work towards it. Whether that's going to the gym, whether that's walking more, pick something and start implementing it every single day, rather than overwhelming yourself with all these big things you want to do. I gotta hit the gym 5 times a week. I need to have a meal plan, and I gotta follow it, and everything needs to be meal prepped. I gotta make sure I'm walking 10, 15,000 steps every single day. I gotta buy all these supplements. I gotta buy all this gear. I gotta buy all these things that I need. Stop. Slowly start making changes. Because when you make this big plan for yourself, all you're doing is just setting yourself up to failure. Because if you miss a day where you don't walk 10 to 15,000 steps, you get frustrated with yourself. You get irritated. You feel like a failure. And that's because you set such high expectations for yourself, rather than saying day to day, I'm gonna make small changes. I'm gonna make small implementations. And I'm gonna build upon those things. That's the way to do it. I just completed my walk, about 2 miles, 40 minutes, close to 5,000 steps, which is pretty good. Now I'm gonna go pick up my oldest, Sava, from summer camp and head back home for a little bit before I pick up my other 2 boys. I've picked up Sava. How was summer camp?
Good.
After the walk and picking up Sava home, this will be lunch. Some brown rice and shrimp. I finished up my lunch, but I've decided to have these 20 grams of protein. These are actually quite tasty. They're great. And why not? It's tasty. Doesn't taste like a whey protein shake. It tastes like yogurt, but less less carbohydrates and more protein per serving, which is great. I recommend it to clients that don't like to have whey protein shakes for the taste, because this does not taste like a protein shake. 3 Musketeers. Lots of drama. Going grocery shopping. Everybody's crying.
I'm not crying. No.
Always drama.
Am I crying?
Always drama. Sava's not crying. It all ties into my theme. The theme, I guess, if there is such a theme for this video, which is number 1, taking care of others around you, the people you love, doing nice things for them. And then number 2 is taking care of yourself. And I think probably I would reverse those. Is you take care of yourself so you have more energy and more to give to the people around you, the people that care for you. And I'm not very good at taking care of myself from a physical health standpoint. I do okay. I exercise, but mentally and spiritually, I don't do so well. I don't take time, for example, to just come out and walk, and not necessarily walk for health reasons. Sure, that's there, but also just to get away from work and the challenges I'm facing in my business, and to take a step back and just walk, think, clear my head so that I'm mentally feeling okay, so that I can be there for my kids and be there for my wife.